Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. So, actually, I went and saw this a few days ago with my boyfriend, but I just wanted to kind of sit in it for a little bit, maybe kind of see some other people's point of views before I sat down to film this. But at the end of the day, I enjoyed the film. I thought that it was a phenomenal sequel. It was really fun. I of course loved seeing the cast again. I do think that there is obviously a bit of a aspect of nostalgia to this. This is a film we've all been hearing about and waiting for a really long time. I mean, waiting for even before we heard that there was going to be a sequel. So I feel like it's a film that, yes, there is nostalgia to it, but I think that with that would also come a lot more criticism, like a lot of heavy criticism, which I haven't really seen a whole lot of. That's not to say that there hasn't been or there isn't going to be, but just from majority of the people that I follow or associate with, I've seen positivity. Letterboxd is one where I tend to actually sway quite differently, I feel like, from a lot of people, a lot of my peers, so to say. Like I'll really enjoy, like sometimes I'll really enjoy a film and I'll go on there and I'm like, why is everyone hating on this movie so hard? Or I'll vice versa, not like a movie, and then I go on there and I'm like, why does everybody seem to love this? Like, what am I missing? And so far, from the majority of the people that I follow on there, I'm seeing pretty good reviews. It has like a 3 out of 4 on Letterboxd, which is like a 5-star system, so I don't feel like that's too bad. And I kind of agree. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5. I definitely went on like the higher end for this film because I really did enjoy it. I did agree with, some of the things that I saw people were saying was the flow of the film, like timing wise, or some of like the unnecessarily added in characters. I kind of agreed that while the actress that played Beetlejuice's ex-wife was phenomenal and gorgeous, and I did really like her character. Was it necessary? No. It did feel a little kind of off in the setting of like the rest of the film. I mean, it gave us like a cool backstory, but it didn't really feel like it fit in fully. But I mean, it was still like a cool add-in. It was still cool to get like a little bit of Beetlejuice backstory. But I would have, and this is not really like a full spoiler, this is just kind of like slightly, but I was kind of expecting her to like save the day, kind of really like get her revenge on Beetlejuice, and she doesn't, which to me felt disappointing. She goes through this whole entire film hunting down Beetlejuice. I expected her to be able to kind of like get her revenge and help save the day, and I get it that it's very important for the like main characters to save the day in this film, especially Lydia, after all that we kind of watch her go through. Because that was another aspect in the film that I was feeling a little off about, is that Lydia didn't feel like Lydia throughout the film, but we kind of figure out a little bit why. There's some things that she goes through, and by the end of the film, Lydia is kind of Lydia again. Even at one point, Catherine O'Hare, her stepmom, I don't know, I'm blanking on names right now, but she says to Lydia, like, where is that goth kid that like tortured me? And that's like how I really was feeling throughout like this film, until we kind of like get her back towards like the end. And I'm glad that we do, and I thought that I like the ending of the film. I thought that it did really well, and I really enjoyed it. And I definitely think that if you are a big Beetlejuice fan, but you're maybe hesitant about checking this one out, I definitely think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth going to see it in the movies. The atmosphere, if you are someone like me who enjoys going to the movies, partially because of like the atmosphere of being surrounded by like fellow fans, you know, especially when it comes to like any sort of franchise type film. Definitely think that this one is worth checking out. And then just before I get into spoilers, I do also want to add on, because I am going to talk about some spoilers at this end. I love the way that they handled Charles's death. Do I wish that his character was mentioned a little less? Yes, but that's just because of the actor. If you don't know, the actor that plays Charles, part of the reason he's not in this movie is because he's a horrible person. So they killed him off, which I loved. I love the way that they did it, so that his character does kind of like pop up in the afterlife, but obviously it's done in a way so that the actor is not present. But I understand, obviously, like, he is a big part of these characters' lives, and he does have to be referenced, and, you know, the film takes place at the funeral, so you can't really just, like, kill him off and just be done. But that, I would have liked a little, maybe less of mention of him, but I understand it had to be, you know, done for the plot, and it's about the character, not the actor. So to get to some spoilers at the end of this video, I do mainly want to talk about Astrid's boyfriend, Jeremy. I was sitting there waiting. I was like, I know that there's gonna be something up with this kid. I did not like his vibe. I really was enjoying the character, and I was really hopeful that I was wrong, and that he was actually gonna be a good guy, but I was just waiting for something to be off with him, and again, spoiler warning if you haven't seen the film, turns out to be dead, which my boyfriend was like, you didn't see that coming? I thought, like, he's stuck in the house, his parents are stuck in the house, and I was like, no, like, I had a feeling he was gonna be bad, which he does end up turning out to be bad, but I did not see the plot twist that he was dead, which it totally makes sense, once kind of they montage everything of like what happened. But yeah, that was definitely like a pleasant surprise to me, but I did really enjoy like that added character aspect. I thought that actor did a phenomenal job, and I just love the chemistry between those two. I was, like I said, I was really hoping that I was going to be wrong, but I liked that little kind of added in. But that was just mainly what I wanted to kind of talk about as far as spoilers for this film. So if you did see Beetlejuice, let me know what your thoughts were on it in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? Why or why not? I hope that you did enjoy this review. If you did, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more spooky and horror related content, and I will see you all again later with another video. Bye.